Rating close above. Oh dear. Man, it's 3 weeks since you last streamed. Crazy. Let me go on. Let me see if oh, there you go. Look.
In Zoom or on the YouTube? I'm assuming Kelsey's
I
sorting
don't
that out.
think I can hear you on the. Oh wait. I can hear me. Nah, yeah, not you.
It's alright, we'll host it.
Right, guys, take a bye now. We're heading up.
Yeah.
W's in the chat.
Oh,
Blue candle printed.
there you go. I think I've got it. Let me know now. Can you hear me now? Should be able to hear me now, I think. Oh, where have you two gone? Failed to detect your micro. What?
Might wait to see if we get the monthly support first.
Hello. The what, sorry?
I was on about Bitcoin.
Oh, okay. Right, I think we're all good. I think we can hear
Check.
each other now. I think it's all good. How long we got till news? Only 15 minutes. Man, it's gonna be peak.
Inflation rate, yeah. What we expected?
Let's take a look.
5.4.
This has given me an opportunity. 5.4, that's quite high. 3 minutes left to see what's up. Morning YouTube. Gonna make a start in a minute. Just trying to sort out some technical issues. Right. Can you hear me on there? Or is it?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah. Is it all good?
Yep.
Wicked. Yeah, I think what's going to be better if we don't get the opportunity before the news. It's going to be better, but sometimes it just happens, you know.
Life just throws you shit, doesn't it?
Yep. Exactly, mate.
Was that 15-minute? Previously, it just like tapped back down into very comfortable.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Right, let's quickly bang some tunes. Yeah, I'd rather this 15-minute candle just pull back, creates a little bit of range, news, gives us a little bit of volume. And then I think we'll be good.
Yeah, I think it would be a good idea, like yesterday, to wait 5 minutes after news.
Yeah, I'd say at least 5 minutes, yeah. Just keeping an eye on it.
Don't stream your password.
No, it's not. It's not. You won't see it.
Good.
But let me just watch this for one more minute, and then we're gonna get cracking. Are you three the only three people on the YouTube watching, or is that other people?
I'm not watching it.
Far out mundane. Yes, you'll be able to see initially a couple of seconds next.
I'll load it up and give you a like.
No, thank you very much.
It's like the theatre, innit? When we go, take away the curtains, start the show.
Right, let's get some chill music on. Right, yeah, well, looks like we're not going to be closing above. Which is probably better, to be honest. Like I say, it's better. Okay, let's make a start. Right, we're up and ready. Welcome back, people of the YouTube community. Very interesting music. So yeah, from
This.
go on.
Oh, sorry.
No, go on.
Have you got this this zone that you drawn here again? Is that you know, like you did yesterday, where it was all potential rejections unless we get above it?
Yes. Same kind of thing. Yeah, looking left, you can see.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Same areas of interest, all resistance zone, but obviously this is what I'm interested in for this session. So if we start getting breaks above this level, gives you an opportunity to see if we're gonna smash out. Don't necessarily need to be above here, but obviously we've had reactions to this zonal point. This also level that we're at right now, if you go to the 4 hour, is that previous level of 4 hour resistance right over here, which created this downside move, right? We had rejections off of that yesterday, so we know this is a key level. So once we're residing above here, upside's going to make sense. You've got 4 hour targets over here to the left hand side, and yeah, you've got clean move up here on the 4 hour time frame. But once we're above here, but remember, we have to respect this in order for us to continue up, because we broke above that resistance during the Asian session. Next candle respected it, so we want to see London basically continue that move. That's what we want to see. But that's why, if I was looking for sells, right, if I was looking for sells, I'd be looking for sells below this little area here, because then we'd be breaking back into that range. You then have an opportunity to push down to your most recent support resistance on the 4 hour. So that should get changed to S. Okay, you can see now, right? Far up, move down. sorry, last request from one of you boys. Could you just check the music's not too loud?
Yeah, sure.
Thank you.
What's your bias for the day? I'm thinking bullish.
Yeah, bullish for the session, bullish for the day based on daily closures. We're clearly coming into that same. That's why we have to be cautious. We're coming into that same rejection for the past 2 days, and you can see the amount of rejections we've had around this level multiple times. So we know this is going to be a kind of a little bit of a tricky place to be trading, but if we get proper confirms, then it's going to make sense.
Yeah, turn it down a little with the music.
You think a little bit?
Yeah. That's probably it. I'll do.
Yeah, that's better. I can hear myself think more as well now. But yeah, what would be good, what would be sweet, to be honest, is if we get a little pullback with the news, and then after the news we get the confirmations that we want to see, and then we can look to continue this move out. So in terms of targets, obviously we've got a little rejection area, potential rejection area around 156.930, potentially as well 157 is going to be a headache coming up, and then ultimately you do have this 4-hour support level, which is clearly matched up with 30-minute zone as well. So there's a few zones on our way up, should we say. A few zones on our way up, but yeah, we just want to wait and see now, because the news is only 10 minutes away. So we're not going to be one to be in a position really coming into the news. More likely it was either you were in before the news, which was somewhere. So if you was in before the news, your only opportunity for our session was over here, based on 30-minute. You can see we pushed up. We didn't reach this high that we created yesterday from the news event. So obviously that's a target, right? So when we saw this whole disgusting pullback through NY, Asian session created the structure to look to go to retest that, and we just basically come up to create this structural resistance, pullback, support creation. You have an opportunity to push to there, break through, and then look to test what you have to the left. Obviously you had a 4-hour level here, you had a 30-minute level here, so just key levels to watch. So now we need further confirmation to say that we're going to break out, basically.
Even if we pull back deeper and got closures back above like 713.
Yeah, even that would make sense. Yeah, pretty good. Obviously we'd have to look at this area as how we're going to react again. But yeah, ultimately I think the best thing we can sort of see is pullbacks to here for news. You then have the news candle give you the confirmation, breaking above the range, and then I think we can have a nice continued upside move. Or you never know, it might be, depending on how the news reacts, we might get candles do this, and then we can wait to see some form of a resistance forming below here, and that would give us an opportunity to take sells coming down to support. But I just want to make clear, this 30-minute area that we're in is very tricky. It's a major range. You can just see all in here was very tricky price action, especially our more recent stuff has been very tricky. But yeah, just sitting and chilling till the news comes in. So sit tight, YouTube.
Have you not got that 30-minute level?
What's that?
156.236-ish.
What is that?
Oh, I think you've got a different chart than I have.
236? What, you mean all the way down over here?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you was further up.
Yeah. But for me,
don't mind me.
But for me, my trade idea would be below here to get to
Right,
here,
that would make sense.
because we have
Yeah.
support formed. This is also your most recent 4-hour. So
So I was looking at sales below there, really.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I
you
suppose
could
that
look
would,
for
that would
res-
still make sense.
Yeah, I mean, resistance below 4-hour support would make sense. You have a target to the left, you have clean traffic, but at the same time, I'm thinking for our session, we had a range, right? We've broken out to the upside. That means we look for support to look to buy. If we pull back into the range, we look for breaks below here, look for resistance, and then look to continue that move down to 4-hour support, basically. I really
I
don't.
normally just don't mark out, like if we're further down, I'll probably maybe mark out a level later on if it's
Yeah,
support.
if we're coming towards it, yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed. But obviously, you know in your
You know
physically, you know that's going to be key. You've
Yeah.
got a 4-hour level here anyway, so by the time it gets to this 4-hour level,
target
you're
would be
already
4 hour,
watching to see how we're going to react. But yeah,
I get you.
you get me. But anyway, YouTube, you lot are quiet. I'm not gonna have anyone discussing, sending in charts. No good mornings. Let's have a little look at gold this morning. Yeah, I think once you start breaking back above 1815, well, let's just say 1860, I think gold's gonna have a nice move back up to the other side. 'Cause let's be honest, there's not really any de-escalation, really, is there? You know, the media is still bloody talking about it every 5 minutes.
Today's the day, innit?
Well, yeah, supposedly.
Wednesday.
Yeah, supposedly. So we'll find out if the bullets start firing.
What would you think about gold buys with the 1 hour currently? If we're closing above that, or would you have to get above the?
No, I mean, if we're closing above here, that's pretty good. But you have to understand that it could easily pull back into this range. This was a range.
On a Wanda, there's a level here on the 1 hour.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, tricky. I think you have an opportunity above here to get to this kind of area, this kind of zone on gold for sure. But the problem I have is you could put stops below the 1 hour candle, but what's the chances of you having a pullback when we've had bullish? Go to lower time frames.
Right, so it might need some form of support above.
Well, this is the thing, because look, we've been just moving bullish straight since 3:30 in the morning. We've just been moving bullish 30-minute. We haven't even one bearish 30-minute candle. So I'd say once the 1 hour candle is closed above, right, then I would wait for lower time frame support. So see if we're going to create a pullback on the 30-minute. Then look if you get an engulfing candle that gives you an opportunity to say we've had a wick created on the 1 hour, and then you could look to push up rather than just saying I'll take buys there and put stops there. Because if we do get a pullback, you could have saved yourself, you know, because I've seen gold where the next candle might wick all the way down here and then
still go up.
yeah. It's gold, yeah, it's sort of treated a little bit different. There's been minor pullbacks on the 15, but
It just seems like if anything, gold's picking up more bigger candles to come.
yeah. Right, let's focus on GJ because we've got 3 minutes left to the news. I'm interested. And then once that news kicks off, I'm gonna go and make some tea.
I'm gonna say good numbers.
Yeah.
It's my guess.
We'll see. So they're expecting 5.4% inflation. Wow, that is high. I think anything higher than that, GJ can go bullish. Anything higher than 5.4, GJ should go bullish. Anything less, I think we'll go bearish potentially. But we'll see. Like as an initial reaction, but in terms of where it's actually going to go directional, in terms of direction, we don't know. 1 minute remaining. Look on the 15-minute.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait 5 minutes afternoon and grab some food. Come back. Let's go.
Yeah, I just want to see that little reaction. Seconds, people. 30 seconds, YouTube. Let's go, let's go. Oh, Wix.
Sorry.
Volatility. Everyone loves a bit of volatility, right?
Would you be expecting this to have a higher impact than the news yesterday then?
What, than the Russian news? No.
No, we had news in the morning, didn't we?
Yeah. Probably.
Oh yeah. More than unemployment.
It's
Right.
high impact, isn't it?
Yeah, it's inflation data. This could start. What was the news? Quick, because this could start pumping up. Oh yeah, it's pumping up.
Oh
Oh
I
no.
don't
Oh. Oh. Let's have a little look. It's doing that green loading thing for me.
Yeah, so.
know. 5.5.
5.5.
I'm guessing.
Still just loaded.
Yeah. 5.5.
Oh, it was.
You got it right. So inflation has increased. Okay.
So that means full margin buy, right?
No, I'm joking. I can't comment on that. That means we wait for confirmation now, because this is acting strange for something that should be. So obviously, higher inflation suggests that. Well, the thing is, we have to see how the market takes it, because in theory, higher inflation is equal to, you know, a higher probability of what do you call it?
Recession?
No, what am I trying to say? Like Bank of England changing the rate is what I'm basically trying to say. Like, so the higher the inflation, the higher probability that they're gonna have to increase the rate more to combat that, etc. It went up to 0.25, then it went up to 0.5%. So the fact it's still increased, it's difficult to know how market's really going to take it. But yeah, we just basically want to see probably still wait for a solid candle confirmation, not necessarily like 5 minute, because the problem is we're still in this area that we need a higher time frame candle to give us that solid opportunity either way.
I'll be back in 5.
Okay. Yeah, I think the pound is definitely taking this as a bullish confirmation, shall we say, so far. But it's just an initial news. We don't even know, man. GJ during news, this is why you have to wait for candle to close, because you saw it pushed up to start with and then came back to flip bearish, tapped that area, then it's come bullish again, and so yeah, you do have to be careful when it comes to these news events. I definitely wouldn't be trying to jump in any positions right now. I'd say as a minimum requirement, you have to wait for this 5 minute candle to close. If we break above this kind of level, 5 minute, Yeah, it's pretty good, but for me, I still want to see a solid, at least 15-minute, maybe 30-minute closure above this area, and then that's going to give solid confirm to say, cool, yeah, we should be moving on up.
This might be a stupid question, but obviously when the news comes out, you get the volume then. When we then get the London Open, could the news and that volume be mixed together, if you get me? So people who would be trading the Open would be using the news volume as well?
Yes. Plenty of times you have a situation where you might not have any impact on the actual news event itself, and then 8 AM will we'll say interpret that news event.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So what I'm trying to say is that you could have a situation where we have where we had a little bit of volatility, and then 8 AM just sees it as, yep, awesome, high inflation, bosh, big upside moves. Or you could have a situation where I've seen quite a lot where let's say 7 AM won't do anything. It will just be like, you'll look at it and it'll just be like a normal candle, like there was no news, and you're like, oh, but news isn't doing it, it's not doing anything right now. And then you're like, why? You can't understand. And then 8 AM will interpret that news and then create the volume based off that news data, basically. So, but yeah, I hope that makes sense. But look at this.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
look
definitely.
At this. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I'm still waiting for my solid candle closure, but using the volume if it's there, right? We just gotta wait. Gotta wait for candles to close, man. Can't stress enough. Ugh. Looks like tea is on the firm in a minute. Right, YouTube, why are you lot so quiet? We've got 20 people in here now. I'm expecting some good discussion here today. Came back to YouTube to give people solid advice, solid help. So you gotta work with me as well, right? Got to work with me as well. Send in some charts. Send in some questions. This is what these streams are for. It is not always about taking trades. Trust me on that one. So yeah, first 5 minutes is sort of settled up. We'll just have to wait and see now, because I mean, this candle could easily start coming down, right? You just don't know. You have to wait for candles to close.
Just a high volatile candle, really, isn't it?
Yep.
Broke the highs and the lows.
Yep. Yeah, so you want to be cautious at this point. I won't be jumping into sort of any impulsive moves, anything moving fast. Don't get carried away. I just enjoying the live stream. I appreciate that, Farah. Thank you very much. No, that's fine. I you know, if you're sitting back relaxing, cool, no problem. We just try and encourage people to, you know, engage in dialogue and discussion and ask questions, because ultimately that's what we're here for. You know, it's all like, don't get me wrong, you know, it's very easy for me to sit here and not answer any questions, but then what would be the true point? You know, the true point is to come on here and help people for free, give free knowledge, give free advice. That's the whole point, right? But yeah, no problem. Just want, you know, we've got 17 people. We must have one person with one question or a chart or something they're planning, or some way we can help somebody, right? It's not always about being part of a group or whatever. You know, this is why I do the YouTube now and again, because I do enjoy helping people that seek the help and they potentially, you know, can't afford to pay for help, should we say. And some people would take their money and not even help them properly. But yeah, if you didn't already, guys, go check out my YouTube video last night. That was just a insight into HTG community itself, just showing you guys what we've kind of been working on this year, or for this year, all the new things that are going to be brought. You know, obviously I want to expand the group. I want more people coming on, you know, trading live with us as a team every morning. You know, I do enjoy that. So obviously, you know, if you feel that it's for you, then join up. Yeah, look at these rejections at the minute. Gonna have to wait on GJ. But yeah, so you would get access to all of this being part of the HTG community. This is the only time I'm going to sort of talk about this. But yeah, literally, yeah, we've got all of this. This is what you all get as part of the community, you know. So a lot of free value. You get access to the Discord. But yeah, I do really want to try and have more people coming on and trading live with us. It's such a pleasure to have that. YouTube's one thing, but it's different when you're in your private Zoom, and you can, you know, we've got all the sessions, etc. Morning. From who did you learn trading? Do you have a mentor? I don't have a mentor anymore. I definitely learned from Raja Banks originally. That was my main man. Definitely showed me the light with trading before I was, you know, trading like simple breakout strategies. Didn't really. Well, it was very tricky, should we say. But yeah, once I found Raja, definitely showed me some things, showed me the ropes, and yeah, from there just found my own way, right? You know, obviously a mentor is good. Mentor is a great thing, but what you have to understand is that you have to use, you know, you have to basically do things for yourself as well. You know, take what they know, take their knowledge, experience, and just use it to your own advantage, and just say to yourself, you know, what you're gonna do in your own time to improve.
Doing something.
Yeah, it's pumping. It's pumping. You can get pullbacks though. 5 minute solid closure. If you like the 5 minute, there's an opportunity. But for me, I wanted to see solid minimum 15-minute candles breaking into this area. Tricky zone. But yeah, so no shame in talking about Mr. Raja. I know probably a lot of you know him, so yeah, he was my original mentor. Absolutely appreciate, thanks. No problem. Yeah, we've got 4 minutes over here. See what's up with GJ. Could well push with this new 5 minute candle. Definitely could. But yeah, just because of where we're at, yeah, I'm gonna have to need to wait.
What are you thinking about a 15-minute close? Is that good enough or no?
Yeah, 15 minutes solid enough for me, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, where it closes, right? Got all rejection up in here, so no doubt we're going to have a little bit of a pullback. I mean, if this continues up, then it is what it is. I'll have to wait for pullback for further support to form. It depends though, right? Because obviously, you know, this is not even actually that big of a stop. It looks like a big candle, but actually in real time it's not. You know what I'm saying? So we got plenty of time. Got plenty of time to wait for this candle to close up over here. But that's what I like to look for, right? Yeah, problem is with me, I mean, that 5 minute, if you like the opportunity, that was an entry requirement. But for me, I did my plan, right? I'm sticking to the plan, was to wait for at least 15-minute closure, right? That was my minimum requirement. Yes, we have volume because of the news. That's why 5 minute potentially gave you an opportunity to get in, not to use as a stop, you know, not to use as a, it's an entry, right? We could easily run off in the next 2 minutes. We might not. We might pull back. So, but I have my entry requirements, and if it runs off, it is what it is, right? That's how trading works.
Using the 1 hour for stops.
Yes.
Yeah.
And 30 minute, 1 hour, 30 minute, 15 minute, all used.
Oh, is it all the same level?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's all the same. So
Nice,
you know we can't be exceeding that to continue up, basically. Or in my opinion, you can't either way.
It's got to respect that to go up anyway, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, looks like this 5 minute potentially was an opportunity there. That definitely was an opportunity in the 5 minute. But I was gonna have to wait. Gonna have to wait. To be honest, breaking above this kind of area anyway is better where it is, you know, because breaking into this range, you've still got some problems to the left hand side. So anything above this does give you good opportunity to look for moves back up to 157, right? But obviously this now area needs to be respected. Understand that. Okay, so this area now here as a zone needs to be respected. We need to see candles respecting this zone and to continue in the given direction at this point. Got a minute left for this 50-minute candle to close. See what's up.
Would you attempt to hold anything up to that? Is that a weekly resistance shelter on there? Would you attempt to hold runners to that? Yeah.
Potentially. See how I react to my little 30-minute level first, and then we'll go from there. But usually I like to bag up at the first target. So yeah, if it's 8, it's 8. That's what the market gives me. Till we've got a bit more clarity and data based on the targets, etc. That's basically my plan for the minute. $50-minute looking like a nice solid closure.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking it's looking good. Thinking there was a solid closure. I'm thinking man got in buys. Thinking we could push up to 932 and then potentially on to 157. That's what I'm thinking.
I might just wait a little bit longer.
Okay. Yeah, whatever, man.
If I miss it, I miss it.
Yep. Now you gotta wait for what you think. That's what you have to do. You have to plan, and then when you plan, that's how you learn how you could have improved. Right. What I need to work out, my thingy line is not coming up. You know the line. What did we talk about yesterday? The line. What's the line called? Your entry line. What's that called? Is it an ask price? Last price line? Is that what it's called?
What, bid and ask price?
Yeah.
You can, I think you can make that bit, yeah, if you...
It's just not coming up. You know, like where you usually have a... Ooh, pushing now, boys.
Yeah.
Hold on to your...
Thinking maybe that 5-minute break of that high might have been a entry for me, but I've missed it now.
Those paying attention on the YouTube, they would know where my entries are. They know where targets are. But obviously we want to see this zone respected. We want to see anything above 784 respected at this point in order for us to continue moving bullish. In order for us to continue moving bullish.
Yeah, I think I'll figure it out for you on the thing.
Yeah, please, because it's not come up at all. It's really strange. Very strange. But yeah, we could have a nice move coming up at this point. We could quite easily start to drive up. But yeah.
Yes. So you right click on the grid anywhere, go properties, and then under show, a few like bits down. There's bid and ask price. They should both be ticked.
Bid line or ask price. Which
show
one
bid.
got?
You want them both.
Okay. So let's just put it as like green. Yeah, we got it. Legend. As you can see, price is moving bullish. Hope those in the YouTube are paying attention. But hopefully we can see this continue if we have the volume, right? If not, 30 minutes going to close bullish. Either way, 30 minute could close. Any 30 minute closure still above here gives you an opportunity to continue this move up and out. So even if this 15 minute is a rejection and starts coming down and we're like, oh man, it's rejecting. No, that would just be a 30 minute closure and still give you an opportunity. Still give you an opportunity. You're waiting for the 30 minute. Have a little look at the lower time frame. Yeah. It's all good, it's all good. So we'll see.
I might see if we get a 5-minute support. Then that'll probably be my entry.
Okay. Whatever you think, mate.
Yeah. Then you still got everything with you.
Yes. I think the thing for me is you have to just plan, right? So this was my plan for the session. So candles, minimum 15 minute, breaking above 784, look to continue up and out. Potential targets at 157, potentially all the way up to 157.090. These are potential targets for the session. Get in the trade, accept that's what you planned, take the trade, and that's it. Nothing more to it. But when you plan and something else happens, right, and you take that same entry requirement, that's what allows you to understand how you could have done better. And you could see, okay, I planned for this, but this clearly happened. So what did I miss? What did I not quite understand in my thought process? That's what planning allows you to do. Wara Farah, yeah, no idea what that means. 15-minute coming to re-break the highs, is it?
Yeah.
Squeezing, oh no.
I'm not gonna get an entry, am I?
Yeah, don't know. 9 minutes. Could, may not. Tricky to tell.
I'll have to wait for some outs, I think.
Yeah, we'll see. But we're moving nicely bullish at this point. So yeah, we'll see how we react.
Well for you, yeah.
We'll see how we react though, because we could still pull back. We've got potential areas of rejection around 930. So I'm gonna just obviously have a little watch around that area. Furthermore, we've got the 30-minute closure coming up soon. Usually get pullback towards the end of the 30-minute candle. So we don't know where this 30 minutes is going to close. We could easily have this 15-minute pulling back, creating a little rejection, so we say. Not necessarily a rejection, but it's a minor rejection based off of a zone. But we want to see this whole area respected, and then we could easily continue up and out of the range. But yeah, we just got to wait and see, because we've still got 8 minutes left in this candle, and a lot can happen in 8 minutes. But yeah, I hope those were paying attention, because I did speak about what I'd be waiting for. Minimum 15-minute breaks above here. That would be my entry requirement. You know, if you want to wait for a 30-minute, that's still going to be very, very solid options. It's going to give you definitely a good opportunity if the 30-minute can still stay above. Obviously, for the 30-minute not to stay above, you'd have to have this candle create that wick and start driving all the way back down here, which is probably unlikely. And based off this candle here, we had solid confirmation. So we were looking for that continued move above the zone that we spoke about literally since yesterday, right? But I'm well aware that this candle can pull back and do all sorts of things in its last life. 1 minute structure looks good though. 1 minute structure looks pretty solid. Started to look at the 1 minute yesterday. Started to assess that, didn't we?
Yeah, that's what I was just looking at just now.
Yeah, it's tricky. Tricky 1 minute, but
Because obviously you can't
just a
use
structure. No, you can't
you
use
can't
this.
use any stops or
No.
anything. So
No. But you look at structure and you clearly see we're still bullish. Market structure, very lower time frame. 5 minutes still bullish. So you don't look at it and say, yeah, we're going to reject. You're just looking at the structure and you're just understanding that there's still good opportunity for this to continue, basically. Last 5 minutes definitely always is what do you call it? The last 5 minutes always definitely shows which way the candle wants to go to finish itself off. But yeah, like I said, whenever you have this situation where your candle pulls up and you're like, oh man, now it's starting to come back, that's fine, because it means that it's creating a target lower time frame. So that just means that what you want to see is obviously make sure that whatever confirmation you had is still valid, and then you can look for your next candle to still continue your move, basically, which is what we're looking at now. So unless this starts to come down extremely hard and you have the 15-minute closing you, let's say back below like 781, or the 30-minute doesn't close above 784, then it's going to be really tricky, right? Then it's going to be like, okay, cool, what's going to happen here? But until it does that, it's all good, right?
Where did you get this resistance level from, by the way?
It's not resistance, it's just a previous level of so it's actually there. I had it marked wrong.
Right.
Yeah, so it's actually over here, and it's just a previous 30-minute potential rejection area. That's all. So it's just an area that I'm looking at, and it's a potential target, right? Because price can come up to it, can tap it, you can see pullback. So, and then if you think about targets are always going to be an area of possible rejection or an area of profit taking, right? Because ultimately, really, I'd like to take profits over here based off of structure, but I know I could reject here, and I don't want to be, let's say, 10 pips in profit, and then we start coming back into drawdown, having big pullbacks and rejections from certain levels. So that's why potentially it's easier to get in, get bagged up, and then see what happens from there, basically. So we've got 4 minutes. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, I'd no doubt this candle could have pushed up to come back to flip bearish and whatnot, but obviously now the condition is your 30-minute closure above, and then that's always going to be solid. It's going to be opportunity there based off of the 30-minute closure as well. But it'd be nice if this 15-minute can give us a push in the last 5 minutes. That would be solid. YouTube, man, you lot are quiet. Aren't they quiet, George?
I don't know, I'm not looking at it.
Oh, right. You, because obviously when you used to be on the YouTube, you were quite talkative. You did ask.
That's because I wanted to learn.
Yeah, no, definitely. No, you used to ask quite a lot of questions. I remember. Where's Mr. Kelsey? Is he still not back?
I'm not sure. But yeah, that's the only way you're going to learn, isn't it? If you do ask questions.
Oh, definitely. 1,000,000%. looking like a solid 30 closure though.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at now.
30 minutes, good solid time frame to get involved.
Three minutes, 2.5 minutes.
A lot can happen, man. A lot can happen. careful right here. Gotta
Because
make-
ideally you'd want it to close above the 30-minute level that's over there somewhere, wouldn't you?
You would ideally, but if it doesn't, it's not. It doesn't mean the trade's invalid. It just means just be careful. It just means just understand that it's not done that. But yeah, definitely retracing. See, it's broken that little 1 minute support. Not that it really matters, but yeah, I'm just gonna keep an eye on this 30-minute closure, make sure that we get still solid confirmation above. And then your new 30-minute candle should now respect this area and continue to fill the wick and continue up, right? But you do have to watch it because look how much is coming down. That's why it's really important. But it does not mean one bearish candle does not mean we're going down, right? It does not mean we're going down. It just means that we're having a little retrace. Seen some madnesses on GJ. Don't worry about that.
Just go to 30-minute quick.
Sure.
So if we was to close exactly like this, something I've seen play out before is if the next one opens, pushes down to make the bottom wick first. Obviously it would have a bit of a top wick, but then as you flip, if you used to buy it there, you'd fill the wick and then look to take profit all the way up there.
Yeah, it's a good shout.
That's something I've seen play out before. I think I'm gonna wait for that.
Whatever you think, mate. Whatever your plan was, whatever you think. Yeah, I don't know what that means, my friend. No idea what that message means, I'm afraid.
Saxib. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce the rest.
Yeah, it's solid 30-minute closure above at this point. So now, like you say, you want to see the bottom wick, right? You want to see this area respected, and then you want to see them.
I think as we flip, I'm gonna press buy.
Okay, set his conditions. Pretty good.
This looks perfect now because it's making that bottom wick first.
XAU. Yeah, we can take a look at gold in a little bit. But yeah, we were talking about gold earlier anyway. We're just saying it needs a little bit of a pullback. It's a bit of a tricky area. In fact, it's a very tricky area on gold right now. So yeah, just be careful on gold. I wouldn't be jumping all up into buys myself right now. I'll be waiting for some form of a pullback properly on gold. Very tough area to trade. And GJ is just retracing. GJ is coming down hard, but that's okay. If you get stopped, you get stopped, right?
Yeah.
No, that's right.
Also, I believe if I get it on the flip, I should get a nice risk reward.
Yeah, definitely going to be safer on the flip, because then the taking entries here while this kind of bearish is dangerous based off this 1 hour. For the 1 hour, how much is pulling back after that such a high move up. Yeah, definitely got to watch this situation. This could be a major wick on the 15th, so no doubt. Just to watch. And he's back.
Yo,
he's back.
sorry about that. It's my dog out.
That's alright. No
Right,
problem.
Actually got off the 15-minute.
Yeah, so did I.
I'm getting in when we flip bullish on the 30-minute.
Have we got the 30-minute close above? Bottom wick's being made, I think. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Gotta be careful though in this little area.
Yeah.
But it should be good. Should be good. If the 30-minute start flipping up, it would be solid. But also, you just want to be a little bit cautious. Yeah, I don't know what this guy's saying. Ninka, yeah, I have no idea, man.
What?
I'm not
See,
sure. I want discussion about trading, man.
It's not you.
Oh, I'm not gonna.
I don't even know if that's another language or that's.
Probably another language, I think.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Surprise me.
But yeah,
It's
obviously
that
I
level,
can't understand
Can't
that
dissect it.
language. Yeah, I'm afraid. So yeah, hopefully if this 30-minute can flip over here, it's going to be a nice move to fill the wick, 0.900 and continue. There you go, there's your flip.
Georgie.
So those who waited for the 30-minute,
He's in.
Probably got better entry. To be
yeah,
honest.
you definitely got a better entry. Only by a
Yeah.
couple of pips though. Literally like two pips.
I've still got stops underneath here.
Yeah, okay.
Yes. I've got mine.
What is this candle doing, man?
I thought it was gonna fly, not gonna lie.
5 minute just wanted a top wick. He's speaking to me, he's speaking local. Oh, that's fair enough, that's fine. I just wanted discussion with all of us, you know? That's what this YouTube stream's for, right? GJ's yeah, it's being difficult right now. Definitely. We'll see. Should still continue up with volume, but we do have to remember where we're at. So we are gonna keep an eye on this situation, right?
There's a 5 minute can start creating some support above here. We should be good for
To the upside.
the rest.
Hey mate, long time no stream. Yes, yeah, we're back. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursday, mate. How are you? I am good. How are you? I am very well. Yeah, so we're gonna do the streams Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from now on, just because doing it full time is quite a big commitment. But I don't mind doing it Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But that's on the condition that we, you know, this stream can grow again and people can engage, and you know, and it makes it worth it for me. Otherwise, it's just, yeah, it's tricky. Yeah, I'm good, mate. I am good. I think stop loss gonna be long. No, stop loss not gonna be long because it has to go below the 30-minute. Otherwise, anything lower than that, you risk getting stopped and then it continuing. If your stops get hit below the 30-minute, it is what it is. You know, you have to place stops in a sensible place that makes sense. You know, if you can see on the 30-minute, let's say any stop above there, so that's where my stop loss is now. Any stop loss above here, I'm gonna risk getting stopped out and it still continues. It's different if this 30-minute closes down over here, then well, what am I gonna do? Well, that's a major rejection of the zone. I'm gonna be very cautious at this point. I'm probably gonna manage the trade, but I'm not gonna have stops in a tight area, risk getting stopped, and then my idea continue. And in that same area, stop loss is the 15-minute candle. If you had stopped anywhere else, you'd have to go 5-minute candle. Well, you were stopped out. You know what I'm saying? So this is why you know, stop positioning is probably one of the most key things. You can, in fact, you know, you could be a great trader, but if your stop loss is not in the right position when you take entries, you could lose time and time and again. No cap. You could lose time and time and again. So yeah, I wouldn't even. Stop positioning is so key, man. For GJ, I wait for closure above 156.920. If you go to 4 out and zoom out, you see it is an important zone. Yes, yeah, no problem. I mean, you can.
Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on that level. I've got that level marked up.
What do you say, 920?
It's pretty much the 30 minutes of
Yeah,
1
well,
hour,
that's
30
actually
minutes.
Yeah, I've got that
that's actually a target for me. So you're looking for buys above that, makes sense. But obviously for me, I get into a trade based off of structure down over here to look to push up to that zone. Based off 30-minute, you should have that opportunity. Should. But you know, look where we are. That 4-hour candle never closed above that resistance. So we know that our 4-hour candle can definitely reject and start coming down. You know what I'm saying? So just remember that. Remember that we can easily reject. Even if you think, oh yeah, hourly's going to close above, open can come and crush us down. There's no doubt about that. So
Yeah, because I mean, if you look previously at that 780 level, every time we closed above it, we've just done a fake out.
well, there you go
Yeah.
then.
Yeah.
There you go. But you know, we are creating some support here. It's you know, as long as we can hold this support and we stay above 784, like I said, then we can continue this move. If we don't stay above 784, then there's a likelihood that we're going to have rejection. But you know, I would take this setup every single day of the week, because really and truly I'm not interested in this. I'm interested in this because this is my most recent price action for my session. That's what I'm most interested in. Obviously this is important, but it's not what I'm interested in. You know, this level is key. It needs to be paid attention to. But this is more important than this, because if there's volume, we'll break through such levels. If there's no volume, you'll see it over here and you'll get closures back in the range. You'll get rejections of key levels. So if this is a rejection, then the next 30 minute ain't going to be doing that, is it? It's going to be coming back. So you want to keep an eye. How's your 15 minute going to close? How's your lower time frames closing? You know, this 5 minute is probably not showing a good sign right now. Doesn't mean we can't continue, but you're just keeping an eye on things. Now
That's good
5 minutes,
close.
yeah. Now 5 minute close,
Yeah.
all nice and good. So you know you're keeping an eye on things.
I mean, it's pretty good. Like at the moment, you know, you've got a 50-minute entry. If you looked at the 30, saw it close above, you can get in off the 30, getting off the flip of this candle, you can get in off the hour close if we close, you know, low down enough. So there's plenty of options.
Yeah. So at the, so there was multiple time frame confirmations basically. 15 minute, 30 minute. If the 1 hour does close above in 19 minutes, above here, most recent resistance, then you've got that confirmation as well. But yeah, there's not to say though that we can't come, you know, I'm not putting doubt on it, but I'm definitely cautious of this area, 100%. Just because the way the previous 4 hour candle did not close above here, it does make, it makes life much more difficult, without a doubt. Or should we say this trade a lot more difficult, but we'll see. Hopefully we can start banging up. This 15 minute, ultimately we want it to close above 843, shows signs of continuation, and then that's pretty good. Man, I'm dying for a cup of tea, like.
Obviously, we close above that little resistance. Definitely struggling.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't want to see this type of thing. Don't really want to see it start breaking down below this kind of wick. This is the rejection, create support. We can break this support because then you can get 5 minute still closing up and above, but once we start breaking down below this wick, it's going to be very, very tricky. So I'm keeping an eye on it. 15-minute closure as well. And the last thing we want is for open to be the catalyst to come down, not up. Because we should be pushing bullish heavy at this point, and we're not. Are you in a trade? Yes. Yes, I'm in a trade. Those paying attention from the beginning would know that I'm in a position based off of all things discussed.
What's up?
Nice 5 minute. Go on, Shane. I like that.
Doing it. I'm laughing now. I was getting a bit worried there.
Oh yeah, well we'll have to see
Don't
how.
speak too soon.
Could be a
yeah.
whip. Be careful.
Let's see how we react. just too stally over here, isn't it? 'Cause we had
Yeah.
nice volume, and then we
No
pulled
volume.
back, and then it's definitely a little area to keep an eye on. This week, London Open has been the money-making candle. Hope it continues that way. Yeah, I hope it does too. But we've only got 15 minutes left, basically, to see, and you can see we're struggling over here. So we're either going to need volume to push us up and out, get us some prof, or we're going to need volume to take us out of the trade.
Yeah, I
Jeez.
definitely got excited to see it.
Yeah, it looks like it's ouch.
That is a rejection.
This is where you've got to start paying attention to lower time frame when you see things like this. For sure, for sure. Doesn't mean we've got an exit, but it just means start seriously paying attention. This is not what you want to see for upside at all. Support creation, rejections, dangerous. Just see how.
Like you said before, it's not an exit signal, is it? So
No, not an exit signal, but I mean, definitely something to pay attention to. GJ. Still respecting structure at this point.
Lost.
Yeah, but this is very tricky now. Very tricky.
I closed below, I might have been out. It's very hard now.
Yeah, gonna have to wait and see, because we're starting to see those rejections. Now we basically, it's funny because now we need to see a rejection to the downside to start pushing back up, because right now we're only getting rejections to the upside. We're not going down, right? Understand the difference. We're not going down, but understand that we're having rejections on your way up. So what does that mean? Well, that means that we're struggling. So you need to be paying attention to the candles, understanding when you're going to be wrong, what's going to happen if you're going to be wrong. You know, and as we're approaching London Open, it's going to be tricky. Probably going to see how the 30-minute closes. If the 30-minute closes back in the range, the trade's probably done at that point. You know, you would just be seeing too much rejection to the upside. 4 hour is paying you about. It's going to be very tricky. But if we respect it, then there's still opportunity for it to continue with a London Open volume. Just got to now smash through this new high that's been created, because structure is bullish, right? Structure is bullish. Okay, so we're not bearish, it's just pullbacks. So now what do we want to see? Bottom wicks created, counters pushing up. Bottom wicks created, counters pushing up. That's what we want to see. As long as your stops are in the right place, then you'll be fine. If they're not, then you're panicking.
So really, we want to see this 15 closing bullish. Is that what you mean, to stay above that?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, basically, we need that to happen. Yeah, that is probably very important for this candle to close bullish.
Alright, just off the toilet. Go right.
No worries. I'm gonna go toilet myself soon. Just not yet. Keeping a little eye on this.
Yeah, in a way we do need to push down a little bit more to get that liquidity, get a nice rejection.
maybe it's what it needs.
It could be out before it might just tank down there.
Could do, very well could do.
Might fit the hour as well.
Yeah, it could do. Just gotta keep a serious eye on it. This week's London Open has been money. Oh, I've read that one. Yeah, London Open is one of those. It's either your friend and it's gonna push your trade into more profit or into profit, or it's gonna take you out very quick. But that is how London Open works. You just get one of them feelings.
Let me see.
I've got one of them feelings. This is not one of the days. This is not the day for GJ today.
London's got smashed out.
Yeah, it could do. Seen this type of thing before. If it's gonna reject that it's heavy, then yeah, it's dangerous. But we haven't got an exit signal yet, so we're not gonna jump the gun.
Oh wow, yeah, that wick on the 1 hour.
Hard it though, because like obviously news seemed to be bullish. You had
Yeah.
the entry signal based off, trend as well. So it's just
And
like,
4-hour confirmations. Oh yeah, no, I'd take this trade. I'd take this trade every time.
yeah,
But you just got to understand. There's probability aspects to these things. They're not always gonna work out, and it is what it is. Just that's how the game goes. You know what I'm saying? Not much more you can do about it. Yeah, we still got 9 minutes. Coming back inside the range. Yeah, it's tricky as anything. Basically need 15-minute candles to start flipping, creating support. Only way this is gonna work. Only way this is gonna work, basically.
Still 10 minutes.
Yeah.
exactly. Fine.
Yeah, still plenty of time, no doubt about that. That's what I'm saying, but you just gotta pay attention to this closure.
I'm not gonna jinx it this time.
No, please don't, George. Please don't.
We always knew you moved the market.
Yeah, we know you. We know you have that power, but just today, just leave it out.
That's nasty.
That is.
The 1
yeah,
minute is
this is
disgusting.
nasty. Be very, very careful here. Could be a stop out candle. Just can't do anything until at least the 30 closes, really. We still haven't even. Yeah, that is a nasty 1 minute, you're right. But this could just be. This is the problem with GJ. It can still just be a wick forming. A longer wick on the 15. You just don't know. You just don't know, basically. But judging by the way this candle's setting up. I can't sit here anymore. I need to go to the toilet. Dry driving me madness. Alright, I'm gonna go to the toilet in just a sec.
You'll give the chance for like 2 minutes, come back, and it'll just be like
Stop.
either high up or stopped. Yeah.
Yeah, it's either I'm getting stopped or it's smash free take profit. No, I'm joking, it's not gonna smash free take profit. I get the feeling. I got a feeling that this trade is
All that
not
bearish
gonna
pressure.
work out. That this trade is not gonna work out. Oh, I might get copyrighted for singing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is disgusting. Prepare, boys. It's probably gonna be a stop loss here.
Pretty big loss for me as well.
Yeah, stopped out. Ouch!
1 hour flipping.
Oh, yeah.
That 1 hour.
Nasty. Oh well, it is what it is. It is what it is. Right, at least I get to go to the toilet now. So,
Risk-free.
Yeah, risk-free. Yeah, risk-free. Yeah, took a loss today on stream. Oh well. Take that setup every time though. Even got a 30-minute closure above. Was waiting for solid 15-minute. Gave an opportunity. 30-minute, then still gave you an opportunity. Even created the bottom wick first to flip, and then yeah, we just rejected. So there's not a lot you can do about these situations, to be honest. But understand that the move did start from over here. Like, that was the move. That was too early. It happened before our session, so we needed to wait for further support. We waited for further support, and that's really it. I mean, if I'd got that 5-minute entry, wouldn't really have made too much of a difference, because it would not have hit my target either way. So, but yeah. Alright, I'll be back. I'll be back.
That's upsetting.
Yeah, it's one of them things, mate. That 1 hour is done for the madness. I was waiting for us to, once we hit like 9:20, I was gonna go break even anyway. So I was up. I would have been up, yeah, 5 or 6 at one point.
Yeah, I was up just under 5 pips, I think.
Yeah.
So obviously my entry was later than yours, man. Time to journal this loss. Swear to God, if it holds now after stopping us
I
out.
don't know. I think normally if this can gold touch before, I think like, we're gonna drop it open. I've seen it happen quite a lot. It'd be annoying if it does hold after breaking the low. That'd be very unlikely. I wouldn't expect that. Crazy. Surely not. That'd be the biggest fuckery. That's hard because then it's like, do you get back in with open? Because now the 1 hour's giving you that confirmation again. That this is where it gets hard. Because then your 50-minute is forming that support. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I'm gonna have to give this a re-entry now. It does.
I think our stop loss was in the right place though.
Oh
Well,
yeah, you could. I mean, the only way
was
is
it?
to have them otherwise previous 4 hour low, but I just don't think that's feasible. All it's done right now is make a 4 hour bottom wick further down. Hopefully H gets back in time. I might get it back in this, but see where it closes. We'll give it a second go.
Would you
for-
keep the stops beneath here then now? Or would you have them back where you had...
Up below the 1 hour low.
So, here, yeah.
Yeah. Because that would be the rejection to the
Oh,
downside.
yo, what's going on?
Yeah.
Mad, innit?
Ah, GJ.
Just playing with us.
So it looks like there's a potential re-entry.
That's what I was saying. Crazy.
What's the crack? So just basically to make the loss back.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah, let's see what's up first. Let's see, because we've got a
We'll
minute.
take a second loss.
Well, yeah, but you still got confirmation.
Yeah, but you've
and
got to take the re-entry though.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
higher time frame confirmation as well, isn't it now?
Well, yeah,
1 hour.
because you've been stopped and now you're getting the volume kicking back in. See if this 15 minutes can.
Want the 30s to close weak bearish, 1 hour to close. Yeah, about 15
Pretty
minutes.
solid. Yeah, gotta see how it closes. I mean, yeah, it's worth a second shot, I tell you, because we've now had the pullback. It's just unfortunate. It's done what it did. There's no other really stop placement you could have had unless you had it all the way down over here. So I think if London Open can potentially break the high of that wick, that could be a good entry, or wait for a bottom wick and then take it on the flip maybe. But it's got to close solid. If it closes like that, I ain't touching that. If it closes that tiny little candle, that's no good for nobody. Oh, dead.
I was actually kind of hoping it was going to do this because you guys got stopped out
Dead.
and my stop was like a pip below yours.
Nah,
So I was still
that's
in it.
dead for me. Really?
Annoying.
You're
That
still in
1
this?
hour has closed.
No, I
above.
was. I got stopped out. I was like a pip below yours, I think.
I don't really
No,
know.
I don't like that candle. It's not a good enough candle closure for me at all. 30 minute did respect the range. 1 hour did close above, but yeah, no, that 15 minutes dead ass candle, weak body candle. Not liking that. Yeah, no, that's not for me at all. That candle, I cannot re-enter off of that. And I can't re-enter just based off of a bearish 30-minute candle. That does not make sense. So it looks like my move and my train session is done. To be honest, for me, I was ashamed because I saw it on my phone, started pushing back bullish. I was like, what? So I've come back. I was like, nah, that must be bugging. So I've come back. It's like, what? But it can't even close strong. So this potentially could just be a wick to fill for London Open. That's the problem. If this starts coming down heavy like it is now, you know why. Weak support formation created that low, should we say, 30-minute rejecting. The problem is the 1 hour did close above, but
Yeah, it's hard.
if you talk about this as an area, it did reject this area, didn't it? So, and now you can see why it's coming down heavy. I think what I'd rather do is wait for the next 15 to close. If the next 15 can give you a solid candle closure like that, then you take buys to push up. But for me, my stream is over. Stream is done. Yeah, we had one trade this morning, didn't play out. Doesn't mean that buys still can't be valid. They're not right now, in my opinion, not valid right now. But you know, if we start to get further confirmation, so for those paying attention, listening up, if you get further confirmation of a solid support formation respecting this during volume session, yeah, then we could come up to here, tap there and continue, definitely. But if we can't do that, then I would expect to see this being some form of a rejection zone now, and becoming very tricky to trade. I wouldn't be taking buys off this candle right here, because if you look at this candle close so weak, you know, you don't know whether the next one's gonna wick up to come down or it's gonna, do you know what I'm saying? So that candle's no good. You want to wait for the next candle to close, in my opinion. You know, and then if you, let's say you got the next 15 minute even breaking you above here, that still gives you a shot to like see how we're gonna react here, and then see if we can push up to weekly level. But effectively, yeah, this situation right here is no good. I'd have to wait for this whole new 15-minute candle to close. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll wait for the 15-minute candle to close. Because the previous 15 minute did not give me that opportunity. But let's say we didn't get stopped and that candle there, I'd still be concerned in this trade. I'd still be like, yeah, well look, if we start breaking down, we're not going anywhere. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, alright YouTube, thanks very much for coming on, appreciate it. Drop a like on the stream. We'll be back tomorrow morning, same time, 6:30 AM, and then yeah, we'll be back then after that on Monday. Okay, so thanks very much everybody, take care, enjoy the rest of your trading day.